More than 2/3 of American adults are overweight and obese. So what does that have to do with cancer? Well, let's ask Kimberly Schlesinger, medical director and medical oncologist at the Cancer Institute of St. Joseph Medical Center. So we know that there's a link between weight gain and cancer. Can you share some reasons for that connection?
There are a lot of things that go into a person developing cancer, but we do know that folks who have a higher body weight seem to have an increased risk for developing cancer. Some of this is related to the way that the cells grow and divide in a person whose body has a normal weight versus those who don't. Folks who have excessive weight on board do tend to have chronic inflammation, and this impacts the levels of insulin and insulin-like growth factor receptors. Those key elements can impact the way that cells grow and divide and can lead to an increased risk of cancer. Other things that go into that, though, are underlying conditions. Folks who have diabetes, again, there we get that link with the increased level of fat and insulin, seem to be at higher risk.
And doctor, we've heard that the way your weight changes may be a factor. Can you explain what that means?
Sure. Scientists are still trying to unravel this mystery, but there are several points in time where our weight can impact downstream cancer risk. First, children that are born with a higher birth weight do seem to have an increased risk of developing cancer over time. That's a complicated issue because many factors go into that. But we also know that folks that gain an excessive amount of weight, typically in their midlife, so 40s to 50s, seem to accelerate their risk of developing cancer. On the other hand, folks that cycle through excessive weight loss and weight gain also seem to be at increased risk of developing cancer. All of this ties into that idea of chronic inflammation and cellular dysregulation, and it's important for folks to try to maintain a consistent weight over time. While it's natural to increase weight, particularly in that midlife time period as a result of menopause or even just changes in lifestyle, we need to keep that weight gain to a minimum. Ways to do that can include a healthy diet, and that's where we get the balance of fruits and vegetables and proteins, in addition to steady exercise. It's not necessarily a matter of becoming a bodybuilder, but just keeping your body active and keeping those proteins to balance out the excessive changes in insulin, insulin-like growth factor receptors, and other elements.
So a healthy weight lowers your risk. Can it prevent a reoccurrence of cancer as well then?
So there is data that shows that people who have gone through a cancer journey and are able to maintain or lower their weight, either by diet or exercise or a combination, do seem to have a lower risk of recurrence. Now again, there are many factors that go into it, but I always encourage my patients to try to adopt a healthier lifestyle on the other side of cancer treatments.
Now, this link between weight and cancer risk is actually something that we can control. Let's remind people how.
We always advise our patients who have gone through a cancer journey to try to maintain a healthy weight and to also adjust their diet to include more fruits and vegetables in an effort to keep that weight under control. It's important that we do that because data does show that folks who are able to lose a little weight and maintain a healthy lifestyle may have a better outcome and a lower risk of cancer recurrence. Now, it's very tricky because there are certainly many other aspects that can go into that, but it is one thing that our patients can control.
All right, Dr. Schlesinger, thank you so much for being with us. And for more information on a healthy diet, lifestyle tips for cancer prevention, survivorship, all of that, you can download your free Healthy Living Guide. Just go to umstjoseph.org/WMAR. We'll be right back with more Midday Maryland right after this. Stay tuned.